TNT Sports presents the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series, live from Pocono Raceway in Pennsylvania.
Bill, in case you haven't heard, which, Bill, I know you have, but everyone else may not have, the Junior still recovering from second-degree burns he received in a sports car race still 2 weeks ago. Junior, you got out at lap 61 last week. When are you going to get out this week?
I'm going to try to go the whole race, and I got John Andretti, who's sitting in the pits ready to go whenever I need, if I need to get out. But the car's been pretty good this weekend. We didn't get any practice yesterday, so we kind of guessed on a few things, but I think we're going to be all right.
All right, in his 10th Pocono start, he goes for his first win.
All right. Cars on their track making their parade and pace laps. We're getting ready to go with the Pennsylvania 500. 65! Pretty happy day Friday for Kasey Mears. Budweiser, the official beer of NASCAR, proud to sponsor the Budweiser Pole Award, given to the fastest qualifier in each NASCAR Nextel Cup Series race. Kasey with his first career Bud Pole Award, 10th driver to earn his way into the Budweiser Shootout at Daytona for next February. Budweiser congratulates Kasey Mears, the latest Budweiser Shootout eligible driver. Check out the starting lineup for the Pennsylvania 500. Mears on the front row with front row Joe Nemechek. Row number 2, last weekend's winner, Kurt Busch, finished second in the last 2 July Pocono races.
And Sterling Marlin has led more laps the last 4 or 5 races here than any other driver. Starts 4th.
Row number 3, Elliott Sadler, one of those drivers inside the race to the chase, inside that top 10, but looking back over his shoulders, and the rookie Brian Vickers.
And Jamie McMurray, another car out of Chip Ganassi and Felix Sabata stables, and Tony Stewart. Row 4.
Row 5, Jeremy Mayfield, his best track statistically in his Cup career, looking for his 3rd Pocono win. And we continue on down. Michael Waltrip, Rusty Wallace in row number 6. Jeff Gordon and Jimmie Johnson in row 7. Jimmie trying for the Pocono sweep. He won here 7 weeks ago in a dominating performance.
On the inside of row 8, we find Matt Kenseth, the 17 car. Let's try to talk to him. Matt Kenseth, Benny Parsons, you got me?
That's right, Benny.
Hey, Matt, you've only got 2 laps on this race car. Any cause for concern?
I got the greatest team out there behind me putting this thing together, so I feel pretty good about it. I don't feel like we're at a very big disadvantage. You know, everybody pretty much just practiced qualifying on Friday, and race setup and qualifying setup's a lot different, so I think we're pretty much in the same boat as everybody else.
Biffle in the 16 car just practiced race runs. You able to talk to Doug Richard, get some ideas?
We pretty much went off what we did last time. Last time we all ran kind of similar setups, and you know, we're all the roast cars are set up fairly close today. So we just pretty much went off what we did last time. This is the same car we raced last time. We just changed some things in the body to try to make it a little bit better. So kind of looked at what they did, kind of looked at what we did last time, and kind of came out with somewhere halfway in between and started the race.
Good luck to you, Matt.
Thanks.
Matt Kenseth qualified 15th for today's Pennsylvania 500, and you look down through the final rows on the grid. Jimmy Spencer, Pennsylvania native at his home track, back in row 18. Greg Sachs back on the circuit, first time since 1998. And Ken Schrader, Morgan Shepherd in on provisionals, as well as Kirk Shelberdine, Jason Jarrett, and Carl Long, who will bring up the tail of the field. Failed to qualify, 3 drivers unable to get into the race. And moving to the back, Jimmy Spencer missed driver introductions. He was scheduled to start 36th. He'll go to the tail end of the line. Weather today, it's muggy. It's overcast. We could have a threat of showers later on, but for now the track is dry, and the fans are screaming. We're green at Pocono in the Pennsylvania 500.
There's a couple guys there that did not get a very good start. Rusty Wallace being one of them.
Turn 1. And now down the Long Pond straightaway, known here at Pocono. That's the town the racetrack is in, Long Pond, Pennsylvania. Because after all, when you've got 3 straightaways, which one's the backstretch? Right. This is the second corner. You'll hear the drivers call it the tunnel turn. The access tunnel into the infield goes underneath that corner.
And this is a tricky corner, as you see Michael Waltrip making a move under Jeff Gordon. It's very aerodynamic dependent. You don't want to be around other cars going through turn 2 because you go through there so fast.
Joe Nemechek, the 01, trying to lead that first lap, and he will.
Nemechek underneath Kasey Mears in that 3rd and final corner and now down the longest single straightaway on the circuit.
And remember, this is the first time these guys have gone down in the corner at 195 miles per hour since qualifying.
Four wide there.
Oh, this place is great for that.
4 cars behind in the 8th position, Brian Vickers. Now Vickers is racing for redemption. Got a crash on the track.
Turn 2. It is Scott Wimmer.
And he is stuck in the mud. He is not going anyplace.
Did it hit anything or did it just spin?
Well, at least he's got it started. Don't tell me he's going to drive out of there.
That left rear flat.
Left rear. Looks like he's flat, yeah. I can't believe he was able to get that car out of that mud.
I think the left rear flat helped him.
Yeah.
Check out what happened to Scott Wimmer across the second corner.
Left rear flat.
Yeah.
That's what put him there.
He was slowing down. He knew he had a problem, so he's lucky he didn't hit anything.
I've seen cars spin off that tunnel corner, go down and hit the inside wall.
Looking ahead from Ryan Newman. Where's your muddy? Where's your mud flaps?
You may have to come in.
Hey guys, they're talking on the radio with Dale Earnhardt Jr. now. He said if we're going to change drivers, now is the time. John Andretti is suited up in the pits. He has his helmet on, a Budweiser uniform on. He's standing in front of the pit box, and they are going to put him in the car the second time by. So we'll keep you updated on that. We'll cover pit stops first.
And Junior was getting ready to get out of the
They
car.
make these inserts that you put in the seat that actually get you closer to the steering wheel and closer to the pedals.
So yes, last week at Loud, New Hampshire, Martin Truex Jr. was his relief driver, and they're almost identical in size. So this week, had a much smaller driver. They needed the insert to slide down in the seat.
This kind of unexpected. I talked to Tony Stewart this morning.
Right in here.
He said that Junior expected to run the whole race.
You see that one of the crew guys holding the insert right there.
And they've got much more time here this weekend to make the driver change than they did in New Hampshire last weekend.
Yeah, Jake Guarneri went in the right side. B. Hoover went in the left side and actually put the insert in. John Andretti came to the shop on Tuesday, made that insert, molded it to Junior's seat. You see Andretti climbing in the race car right now. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has come back beneath the tent over here to get some shade. He said he felt like he was hurting the race team. His left leg was starting to go numb. That's where the most damage is from the fire that he suffered 2 weeks ago. And he said like he just couldn't feel the brake pedal, so maybe he was hurting the way the car was performing, and the car was not performing that well. Expect these guys to maybe experiment a little bit for the rest of this race. Use this as a test for Indianapolis, because remember, they did not test Indianapolis as a driver change approaches 50 seconds now. You see, remember last week they had to do this very quickly, as you guys talked about. A lot of time here at Pocono, very long caution laps as they will try to beat the pace car out.
I think they'll
they
make
got
sure.
plenty of time. The pace car is only approaching turn 2, almost a half a lap away, so they've got plenty of time to get John Andretti securely in there and be all ready to go.
And I don't know about so much as, I mean, obviously it'll help him test-wise for Indianapolis, but John gets around this place pretty good.
And folks, right there is one sad young man. I mean, after the incident at Infineon Raceway when he was burned in the Corvette, you know, we all said, and he said, yeah, he'd like to do it again and what have you. But now, 2 weeks into it, having to get out of his race car, he's probably having some second thoughts about it. Because this is not good to get out of that race car.
Pit work complete. John Andretti will rejoin on the lead, well, in the same lap that they were in. Still one lap down after Earnhardt Jr. was unable to stay in front of the leaders earlier in the race. Cleanup continues under the caution flag. Jimmie Johnson is the race leader. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has climbed out of his machine for the day.
Good cars back in the middle of the pack. Here's a couple of them.
This is Kurt Busch in the 97, trying to take 12th place away from Kasey Kahne. 3 wide, Tony Stewart.
And when you're in the middle, you left.
Kurt Busch did wisely. He lifted.
Oh, the
here we go.
crossover.
Here we go.
Not
Whoa.
quite.
Oh, look out, trouble. Stewart's in the wall. Kahne is into Stewart, and the field scatters around Tony's spinning car.
And Stewart, I believe, got loose because of the crossover. Like it came back across him, maybe. Got the air off the spoiler. Not very happy.
Okay, let's see.
You know, the cars are on the edge right here anyway, and it's real easy to take the air off the spoiler, but we'll watch what happens. Kurt underneath. Get into the back of him. Yeah. I don't think he touched him. I don't think he touched him. I think Kurt just got him aero loose. Like I said, you're turning the car there, and when you have a car that close to you, you're taking the air off the spoiler, or the guy's taking the air off the spoiler. I don't think Kurt made contact. And I'm sure Tony probably, it felt like that to him. But that angle?
If he didn't, he was as close as he could possibly be.
Tony was already loose getting off the corner. And when you get a car that much closer, there's no, it's just like lifting the rear of the car up off the racetrack, and that's what happened to Tony.
And I think that Wally's correct. I don't think that Kurt Busch touched him as he entered. Okay, we see the 97 car, and he pulls up right behind him.
See, the 20's already loose.
Looks like he was going around, yeah.
I take great. And Kasey
and
got
there Kasey got in the back of him after he came off the wall. If we can tell anything on board to Kurt Busch or not, but we ought to try.
This is probably going to be a pretty good angle
since we have a camera.
Watch here.
They're all around right there. You got the 9.
Never touched
outside. Watch the 20 clear low. Come on, come on. They're all around. Good job. Good job.
For the 4th time, a race for position.
Bonnie says, I think I'll just go on in while it's open. Elliott Sadler as well.
He may make it 3 wide here.
He's trying. And what does Bobby got to do?
He's got a lift.
There you go.
Blaney's the one that's got a lift. Trouble, turn 3 behind these drivers. Jeff Burton, hard crash. There's somebody else involved too.
To the right rear spring.
Brendan gone.
Brendan gone, and one more.
Easy.
I guess those are the race, and I'm sure Jeff Burton's glad of it after this.
Very bottom of the screen, we saw Jeff Burton trying to get alongside the 29 car of Kevin Harvick. Wow. And goes up and just pounds the wall.
And Labonte and McMurray got underneath it.
And Brendan chose the high side. It just didn't work out.
Here's going to be a great view of what happened right here.
That was McMurray, not Harvick.
Oh, it was McMurray. I'm sorry. I saw the...
And what Jeff did, he turned down.
I'm sure he's glad to see that safer barrier in place after this.
Boy, Kurt Busch.
Man, that is a great save by Kurt Busch.
Unbelievable. And Brendan was okay till Jeff Burton and the 99 came back up the hill and kind of forced him up against it.
5 times here. Off the pace.
Here,
Ward Burton. Oh, what a shame that is. A 3rd place driver off the pace.
Not close enough for a fuel problem. I don't know. Might be. Could be.
Could be that he might be out of fuel.
Like I said, you always run out in the wrong spot.
But now it looks like he's backed up to speed.
Dave, you got a story for us?
Well, Wally said the wrong spot, and when that 0 car went by me going into turn 1 down here, it sputtered there. That wasn't the right spot if he's out of fuel.
It's not looking like he's coming to pit road, so I wonder if he had to switch the ignition boxes.
That would be my guess. These cars have 2 ignition systems. When one of them failed, the driver can just switch it over and go to another one. But now he moves over and let Jeff Gordon go. It's like he's lost a cylinder or something. 4th gear.
That's what it is. Yep. Transmission, one of the gears went.
And we talked about that. It happens a lot
here
later.
we go. Look out, look out.
Lost in 4th and 4th gear now. Caution flag is out.
Hold on to it.
He did.
Yeah, did a good job.
Good job.
Left rear tires flat. Left front tires flat.
Right
front tires flat.
Gasman, Toledo, Ohio.
Danny Eklund, Ketchikan, Green Bay, Wisconsin.
I'm Andy Ward, the victory coach of Indianapolis, North Carolina.
Their luck has been so bad. Last week I kidded crew chief Pat Trice, and if I walk into a casino, crashing.
Bobby Labonte's into the wall, turn 1. Just misses getting collected as he skids back across the racetrack.
Hey, that's a damage on that thing.
And that's 2. Jeff Burton and now Bobby Labonte just almost knocked the rear end off these.
Bobby Labonte, not happy. Looks like he got hit.
He's going to get hit by, looks like, well, I don't say.
Brian Vickers.
Brian Vickers, that's who I thought it was.
Racing for 12th and 13th there, BP.
a right rear spring falling out of the car.
And you know, the 25 car drifted up the racetrack.
Yeah.
He got down underneath Bobby Labonte. He pushed, and he pushed right into Bobby. When you get on those bumps down there, it shoots you up the track. Oh, man.
Charge, you better do it in a hurry because they'll be coming to the white flag next time. Just looking a little farther back, Robbie Gordon in 7th, the highest guy who took tires on that last caution, so definitely the move paid off there for him. And you mentioned Ryan Newman up to 13th now, so he had a nice rally back from 2 laps down. While they race for second, behind him, Jimmie Johnson comes off turn 3 here at Pocono and moves to the starter stand for the white flag and begins the final lap of the Pennsylvania 500. Unless something goes mechanically wrong on this 48 car in this final 2.5 miles, he's going to cruise to victory. He has been dominant so far today.
Well, I guess he is flying right now.
Last lap, as he came to the white flag, Jimmie Johnson, the only driver on the track to turn a lap time under 55 seconds. No charge for second, but still a great drive for Kasey Kahne to come back from the involvement in the accident and the damaged car. Mark Martin looking to finish second here at Pocono for an incredible 6th time in his career.
And puts him right back in the race to the chase.
Here we come off of turn 3. Way to go, boys. Back to back again. Thank you.
Play-by-play from the cockpit. Jimmie Johnson comes to the checkered flag and sweeps the Pocono races in 2004. Johnson wins the Pennsylvania 500.
You're right.
Big payday for Johnson and company. $90,000 a bonus for the championship leader winning a race.
Is at home. The Pocono sweep for the 48 team and the championship leader. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.